see. Hmm. Let's see. This is so weird. Why is this doing this to me? Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on? Oh no. I may have something a little off with the RMTPs. Maybe that could be what's going on. But we in here now, so it is what it is. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Y'all do me a favor, give me housekeeping. All of that so we can go ahead and get started because I know it's late and people got to go to work in the morning. Thank you for the housekeepings. Thank you for everybody that's sending me the rose. Thank you for the heart. Okay, so if you guys are going to send me gifts tonight, y'all know I want to place in this bloom competition. So if you can send me the little garden tool up there, that would be amazing. There's a certain amount of those I have to get every day, and then I also have to get like 3 of the bicycles and 1 garden fantasy. So if you are sending gifts tonight and you feel compelled to help me meet my live goal, which on the cool, everybody really should be, because this is straight pay 99 content that y'all are getting for the free 99 right now. Okay. If you got questions, write them down. Thank you, Juan. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through these steps, and then we'll do some Q&A at the end. And again, if you can help me meet the goal, please help me meet the live goal tonight. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ashley. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer, but most importantly to y'all, I'm a business builder. I'm really proud to say that I've helped over 900, almost 900 people, individuals create 6 figures. 176 of my clients have made $1 million in under a year. I currently have 4 clients that earn over $10 million a year, and I have 3 that earn over $7 million a year. So I'm really, 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 really good at social media monetization, marketing, and business. Yes, honey, I get paid to speak at a lot of colleges, universities, conferences, stuff like that. So if you're trying to get me in your city, baby, submit me to speak at something. All right. So that is number 1. I need everybody to give it up to the big God. You love me, I love you back. That's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. I've been able to use them to make myself a crap load of money. But more importantly, I'm really excited I've been able to help so many other people make money. And so y'all know, starting in the month of February, I have just been going nuts. Okay, I've been going crazy out here on these streets on social media monetization. I try and teach at least once a week things that people charge hundreds of dollars for or thousands of dollars for, 100% for free. Okay. If you want access to my thousands of videos, you want workbooks, you want training modules, you want business math. Oh no, you want a community of support and all of that good stuff, I would highly encourage you to work with me inside of my Instacoin Academy. And if that's outside of your budget, then you need to come into my Monetization Nation membership. Okay, period, poo, in that order. Also, a lot of you guys are about to start being like, where is Ashley going with the business content? Baby, ain't going nowhere except for behind the paywall. So get it while you can. Okay. All right. Now, so I had boot camp training today. We have a TikTok boot camp going on right now, and we've been covering a lot of stuff. And I know that there are so many of you guys that want to become paid influencers and content creators. If you're in here and you're trying to become a content creator, Say it's me. Say it's me. Put it's me, sis. Put it's me, sis. Put it in the chat. Side note, if y'all know somebody that needs this information, share, 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 invite, invite, invite. Also, y'all, we're only at 760 taps. Now come on now. Y'all know, baby, get them likes up. Okay. Our goal is 200,000 likes tonight, and likes are free. They don't cost a thing. And on the cool, the type of information that I'm giving and the fact that you're not paying anything for it, my likes need to be off the chain everywhere. I need to have mad likes on YouTube, crazy likes on Facebook. I should have crazy likes on Instagram. And my shares, it should be through the roof tonight if you're not a hater. If you're a hater, you're not going to share. But if you're not a hater, you will share to make sure other people get this information that need it. All right. Because everybody tries to be like super coveted and quiet about the information when it comes to how to get paid brand deals. Okay, what we're going to go over does work if you have a smaller account. You do not have to have a lot of followers for this to work. There's a big difference between, you know, like a influencer, like being a micro or a macro or a nano influencer, compared to a content creator, compared to a live stream creator. A long story long though, all of them can get paid brand deals. Every single one of them can get paid brand deals. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go through 10 things tonight. And then when I come back later, we're going to talk about negotiations because it's too much to talk about the setup and the negotiations all in one night. All right. So, first thing first, okay, we are. You said I grew quick on TikTok, but can't seem to on Instagram. Any tips? I'm talking about brand deals tonight. If you want some tips on how to grow on your Instagram page, especially meaningfully, click the link in my bio, scroll down to the one-to-one section, and you can book a social media audit or the power session. Okay. So if y'all are ready, y'all know what I want to see. Ready, 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 ready. Ready. Oh, quick hands, baby. Y'all see that? And I sold at Walmart. Y'all see how I caught that? Y'all see that sucker was falling? Boop. Y'all see that? Okay. Run up, get done up. Boop, boop, boop. Y'all see that? Ready, 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 ready. Let me see it roll through my comments. Baby. Okay, baby. Baby, y'all weren't ready. Y'all see that? See that? Okay. Good hands, good hands. Thank you, Rose Goddess. Thank you, love. Okay, first thing first. I'm about to say something. I don't want anybody to take it in a negative way or in a nasty way. This is just the truth because I want you to succeed and I want you to win. And so, therefore, I'm always coming to you from a place of truth. Okay. Most of y'all are like, oh, I want to quit my job and become a full-time content creator. It's not time to quit your job. There's literally only like 1% of the population that is probably appropriate for them to actually quit their job and go full time into content creation. A lot of y'all, if you quit your job right off of the rip, what you're going to end up doing is being on the internet, probably begging your audience for money to pay your rent and your lights and your car note. And then you're going to be like a lot of these people saying, well, I tried content creation and it was harder than I thought. And I gave up and I went back to go and get a regular 9 to 5. There is nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. There is nothing wrong with creating an exit strategy. Okay. So in the beginning, you know, if you haven't, how many people in here have actually gotten paid from a brand? If you've gotten paid from a brand, give me the number one. If you've never gotten paid from a brand, give me the number two. One if you have, two if you have not. Okay, one if you've gotten paid from a brand, two if you have not gotten paid from a brand. Okay, everybody in here that's giving me a one, I need y'all to co-sign for me right now. There's not a lot of you guys in here giving me a one. How many of you guys that are giving the ones within your first year of being content creators or influencers, did you make enough money from your brand deals to support your lifestyle 100%? Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. And this is not to shame anybody. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help all our number twos be in reality. For a lot of you guys, it's going to be a process, okay? If there's a few people that they may, for whatever reason, just pop as soon as they get out of the gate, and they're out here making 100,000, 200, $500,000 from their brand deals. But most people, that's not our cases the first year. And I'm not saying this to be discouraging. This actually should encourage you, because some of you guys feel like you want to quit when you absolutely positively need to keep going. It's a process, okay? It's a process. Everybody put it's a process, but it's a process in the chat. Some of y'all are getting out here and you're getting discouraged super fast because you're seeing these people post how they made $100,000, last month, and $20,000 this week, and they made $280,000 last year with all of their deals. And at the end of the day, the reality of the situation is they had a bit of practice in order to do that. Okay, so that's number one. Number one, the first thing is get your mind right. Okay, this is not for the faint of heart. You're going to get your mind right, because you are going to get some no's. You are going to sometimes get some no answers. Like, people just aren't going to respond to you. There's not going to be it's not a no, it's just a no answer. You're going to be left on red, and that's okay. You need to expect it. It comes with the territory, okay? Second thing on getting your mind right, you do not have to have a huge amount of followers in order to get paid for your brand deals, okay? That is not necessary at all. There are tons of people who actually get paid because they are offering value to the brand through multiple ways. So everybody just thinks about these huge accounts, but you could be a smaller account and you may offer value through high quality content that's like campaign worthy for a company to use. You may offer value through being able to create it's called native content or user generated content. That's content that looks natural on that platform instead of salesy. And companies have a really hard time trying to create native content. So working with smaller influencers or smaller creators, you guys can create user generated content for a brand that they actually can post on their social media or that they can promote, and they actually can make a lot of money with it, okay? And right now I'm going through this when I talk about get your mind right, because you have to be able to play to your, to your advantage, okay? You don't have to try and be like me, okay? So when I go into a company, I can create high quality campaign worthy content, and I can give somebody reach, and I can give them native content, right? I have over 2 million followers in my audience. If you are like going into a brand talking about reach, well, that's not going to be a good fit for you. But if you go into a brand and let's say you have 2,200 followers right now, but you have 22 really actively engaged followers, and you can create that native content that company is looking for, the company absolutely positively will pay you. Okay. So number one to this process is getting your mind right. You're going to have some belief in yourself, and you're going to have to be okay being on red sometimes. You're going to have to be okay with sometimes someone messaging you saying, you're not a good fit for this campaign, or this isn't what we're looking for right now. That is okay. And do not whatsoever just go and quit your job. Okay. There's ways that you can be dedicated without quitting your job and still be able to pay your bills every month. Okay. I'm telling you, there's probably only 0.0001% of y'all in here that God actually told you to quit your job. Most of y'all, the Lord said, baby, you need to keep on working over there, okay, for another 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, or whatever, until we get this plan and it's time to get up out of this thing. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And I know that this is not what some people want to hear, because y'all like, oh, Ashley, you're bringing me down. No, I'm elevating you. I'm lifting you up because I'm telling you the truth. I'm lifting you up in truth, okay? I want you to win. I want you to be able to focus and to be able to have the endurance to run this race so you can build what you want to build for yourself. And I'm telling you, okay, a lot of us, myself included, we had to work for a few years before it was time for us to leave. Okay. We had to work. All right, we had to work. Some of us had to work. We worked our full-time job. Sometimes we would get up an hour early in the morning to submit our contracts, our deals, and our emails. We would eat our lunch at our desk so we could work on our lunch break and go to meetings and site visits. And then immediately after work, we would work an hour and a half or 2 hours, right, on whatever it was that we had to do. And I'm telling you this because some of you guys are getting discouraged, okay? Because you are literally like comparing yourself to other people, and all these people are posting on YouTube and TikTok how they're living these fabulous amazing lives, and they're going on all these brand trips, and they're doing all this influencer stuff, and you're over here asking yourself, what am I doing wrong? I'm telling you, you're not doing anything wrong. Okay, so get your mind right. Everybody, number one, the first thing, get your mind right. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, get your mind right. That's number one. Okay, and be yourself. Okay, we live in a very different time, and so you are when you're communicating a message on social media, a lot of times it needs to be relatable. Okay. So being yourself is absolutely positively going to create a situation for you where brands and companies want to work with you, and they want to come back and they want to keep working with you. Okay. Thank you guys so much for all of the taps. Y'all are doing great. All right. Excuse me. Number two, if you guys are just getting here, my name is Ashley, and I make a lot of money with social media. And I'm really proud of the fact, though, that my clients have made a lot of money. I've helped thousands of small businesses and individuals. When we get to individuals, I've helped almost 900 of them hit six figures, and 176 make $1 million in under a year. I love helping people get paid to do things that they like to do. And I have been watching y'all flop around like fish out here in the streets trying to get an anchor on marketing and conversion and building up your brands, and more specifically, getting brand deals. And so I combed the internet looking for information. Thank you, Dr. Inez. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Vogue Room. Thank you, Rose Goddess. I combed the internet looking for information. I was like, what's out here? What are people telling people? And people are telling y'all a bunch of nothing. So I was like, let's talk about how you really get a brand or a sponsor deal. Okay. So the second thing is you need to choose a niche. And I know y'all don't want to hear this, because it feels good when people tell you things like, you need to become a personal brand. You are the niche. Everything you do is amazing. Lies, 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 and lies from the pits of hell. You're not. You're not. I love you. I love you. Okay. I think you're wonderful. But let me tell you this, there's a super duper duper small percentage of people where everyone cares about everything that they do. And those people can just post anything. I want y'all to think about the pages that you follow. And we're going to take celebrities and we're going to take athletes. You're going to take them and you're going to push them out. You're going to push them out. We're going to take regular people that you're following on social media that you really love their content. How many of them are just posting everything? Or do the majority of them have a niche? Even if you feel like you love their dirty, stanky draws, they still have a niche. They have something. They may post about 2 or 3 things, but they have pretty consistent things that they post about. They have pretty consistent messaging. You're going to have to do the same thing, especially as a smaller creator, if you're trying to get a brand to pay you. Okay. You have to be able to add specific value to that brand. So if you're posting on your page about your dog all day long, and you love your dog and you love your pets, well, then don't turn around and get disappointed because you couldn't get a fashion brand to send you free stuff or to pay you a fee. Okay. If you are posting like Dollar Tree hacks and low cost budget things, well, don't be upset because a high end, bespoke brand doesn't want to partner with you. There's not an alignment, but you very well may get a brand partnership with Dollar Tree or with Dollar General or Walmart, right? Or Amazon Home or something like that. Does that make sense? Y'all understand what I'm saying? If you're a travel influencer, but you're traveling on a budget, well, then don't get mad because you couldn't get a brand partnership with the Hard Rock Cafe or with the Waldorf Astorias or with Nobu, because that doesn't fit. You're not a tastemaker in that category. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is why I'm saying you have to choose a niche. Even if you do beauty, are you doing everything new that comes out? Are you doing luxury skincare? Are you doing dollar store beauty? Are you doing wig installs? Like, what are you doing? So a lot of y'all are struggling getting brand deals because you're all over the place. And so when companies are looking to see, does this really align with me to be able to add value, no one can peg you down for anything. And this is why I'm saying it's a process, and y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all want me to get up here and lie to y'all and say, baby, you're a personal brand. No, you can have a personal brand inside of your niche. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And I would really encourage you to limit yourself to about 3 things. Now, if you want to use different platforms to highlight different things, that's perfectly okay. Okay. So maybe you're using Instagram and you're going to talk about your pets over there. And then maybe on YouTube, you do beauty stuff. And then maybe on TikTok, you're focused on, travel or home goods or something like that. But are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And I'm being honest, most of y'all need to focus on the one. You got to get real good to be able to incorporate 2 or 3 things on your page on a regular basis. But this is the truth. You need to choose a niche. Okay. Now, the next thing, which leads me to number 3, everybody's going to say, well, Ashley Ann, how do I get a niche? Well, let me tell you the easy way to do it. And if you guys are just getting here, I'm talking tonight about how you actually are able to get brand deals and secure paid partnerships. Even if you have a smaller account, you do not have to have hundreds of thousands or millions of followers to get brand deals. I've been working with brands and getting brand deals for like a very, very long time. I monetize most of my social media platforms are under 2,500 followers. I'm able to monetize most of them within my first 30 days of being on the platforms. Okay. So I know a lot about being able to work with brands and companies. And then I'm really proud of the fact that I've been able to help so many other individuals and aspiring entrepreneurs and influencers and stuff like that get paid to do things that they like to do. Okay. And if you find this content helpful, make sure you follow, like, subscribe wherever you're watching me at. And don't be a hater. Share this information out. That's what I need you to do. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. And that's what I need you to do. And if you're watching me, wherever you're watching me, tap that screen because the likes help me in the algorithm. If you're in YouTube land, give me the thumbs up. Okay. We don't need to tap. We need the thumbs up over there in YouTube land. Okay. That's how that works. All right. Now, number 3, how do we get to this niche with our personal brand? Listen to me and listen to me good. Listen to your big cuz Ashley Ann right now. Listen to your big cuz Ashley Ann right now. Right now. I need you, okay? I need you to call upon your ancestors, okay? I don't even know if you need to like pop your little antennas up, okay? If we need to douse some holy oil on your forehead, I need you to listen with all of your might and retain what I'm about to tell you. You need to choose something you're naturally good at and not what you think you're good at, what other people recognize that you're good at. I'm going to say it again, not what you think you're good at or what you want to lie to yourself about being good at, but what other people are telling you you're good at. So something that I've noticed in my profession, all of my years that I've been doing what I'm doing, people are not self-aware. The majority of people are not. And a lot of times, things that you guys should be doing to make money online, you literally skip over it or you just don't want to do it for whatever reason. It's very strange. I'm like, okay, this is low hanging fruit. Start with this and then transition into whatever else later. And y'all want to try and force something down people's throats that they don't want from you. The people will tell you, okay? I'll give you an example. Okay. If you put in your best effort to put your outfit, you say, I'm gonna put this ish on. Okay. I'm putting this ish on. I'm getting dressed. Okay. I'm taking pictures. I'm posting it. I'm gonna be a fashion influencer. I'm gonna show the girls how to do elevated casual or whatever it is you want to do, and no one's asking you about your outfit. No one's asking you where you got things. No one's complimenting you saying, I like the way that you put that together. Chances are that's not for you, boo. You're not called to that ministry. I'm just going to say it. I'm saying it because I love you. I'm telling you because I love you. You out here, you like, I'm going to be a food influencer. I'm finna cook. I'm finna rattle these pots and pans, baby. And you putting that stuff together on that plate, and ain't nobody liking it. No one's saying it looks delicious. No one's asking for recipes. No one's asking, can you send them anything? You're probably not called to that ministry. Okay, you're probably not. You're just probably not. But let me tell you something. If every time you post a picture and someone's asking, where'd you get that picture from? In your bedroom, where'd that piece come from in your living room? Man, your house is really gorgeous. It's really stunning. Where are these things coming from? Baby, that probably needs to be your niche because you have a knack for that. Okay. If you are amazing at commentating on sports and being able to, right, being able to put things together and make it make sense and make things exciting for people, that may be what you're called to do. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And I'm telling y'all this because some of y'all are running to these niches or to these categories, but you're just because you think it's a check, but it's not really what you're called to do. You don't have the energy for it. You don't have the aesthetic for it. You don't have the voice or the personality for it. You don't even have the endurance for it because you don't want to do it a lot of the times because it's not naturally there for you. Okay. So I would encourage you guys to make lists of things that you love to do, things that people naturally ask you about. If people are always asking your advice or your take or for your help with something in particular, write that down. Okay. Something that you enjoy and you can do it like just second nature, almost like breathing, something that you're very passionate about or that you get very excited about. Those are going to be things that you're probably going to be really good at producing content over. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. So, literally, if people are always telling you that, man, you smell amazing, you're the best smelling person I've ever been around. What are you wearing? What's your combination? Well, you may need to be a fragrance influencer. I'm super, that's a real thing. And you may need to help people find their signature scents and describe to them, what the dupes and the luxuries are and what you like about it and how to wear it and breaking down the difference between perfume and body spray and toilet water. And there you can go on and on and on about that if that's what you really love. You know what I'm saying? If you really love shoes, baby, you just may be talking about shoes and the different textures and the patterns and how different shoes will change your outfits and what you suggest for long trips, what you suggest for cobblestone, what shoes you suggest for the gym for CrossFit, what shoes you suggest for running. I mean, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I can take anything and turn it into forever content. And there's so many products, there's so many services, there's so many offers out here in the market. You can build around that. Okay. Some of y'all are natural tastemakers. You you the hot girl, you the hot guy, whatever you doing, wherever you are, people want to be. Everybody's like, "Who? That's a trendsetter. I'm trying to do what they doing." Okay, what are they wearing? What are they drinking? What are they sipping? Where are they going? Where are they sleeping? Okay, who are they talking to? What are they using? What's that about? Some of y'all are just a hot girl. You just a hot boy. Okay, a hot gal, hot boy. That's what some of y'all are, and that's fine. Well, guess what? You get to go into the tastemaker category, and so you may work really well with like lifestyle brands. You know what I'm saying? Like alcohol brands, nightlife, those sorts of types of things. There is something I'm telling you that you're good at, that you're great at already. Stop trying to force yourself into someone else's shoes because it's not going to work for you. And this is why some of you guys are not having success and why the content that you're producing is landing flat. Also, it's really important for you to choose something that comes natural to you, because this is going to make it so you're not salesy. Okay. If you start turning into a walking, talking promotional ad, people are going to they're going to move away from your page. Okay. They don't want to be a part of that. They're gonna back it up. Okay. They're boop, 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 boop. They're backing out the door. So a lot of times people, they're like, okay, if I'm getting brand deals, how do I keep people on my page? Well, if you're doing something that comes natural to you, it's honestly going to flow with your other mix of content. No one's going to be upset about you. They're going to want to hear more about that product or service or the place or whatever it is that you're promoting. Does that make sense to everybody? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now? If you picking up what I'm putting down, baby, make sure you tap that screen like you mean. Go and get me up to 50,000 likes over here on TikTok. If you're watching me in YouTube land, I could use another 10 thumbs ups. If you're watching me in Facebook land, I could use another 5 of you guys sharing. Thank you, Dr. NS. If you're watching me in Instagram land, baby, I need about 20 of you guys to share this with someone who's in business, starting a business, or thinking of starting a business. Y'all be like, Ashley Ann, we love you. Thank you so much for all of the information. Thank you for helping. But y'all don't act like you love me. Hey, Shauna, thank you. Love is action. Okay, love is a verb. And all I'm asking you to do is tap that screen. And if you really like what I got going on, make sure you help me hit my live goal. I am competing in this Bloom competition out here in these TikTok streets. Okay. Um, so if you can help with that, help me hit those goals. All right. Number 4. The fourth thing. This is very important. You're gonna have to start posting about what you want to be an influencer in. You're gonna have to humble yourself, and you may need to start with a couple of free offers. You're going to have to create some content around it. Okay. We don't ask people to pay us to play with their money. We don't ask people to pay us to play with their money. I know for some reason, thank you. I know for some reason, when it comes to companies, y'all don't see them as having cost or working hard for like their products or their services or their offers, but they have a cost associated with it. Okay. The same way you're going to have a cost associated with producing, right, the content and those sorts of types of things. Okay. So let me try and explain this. When you figure out, okay, this is my niche, this is what I want to do, I have to practice creating content. I would encourage you to choose things that you naturally like and that you have an affinity for. I would encourage you to post about things that you naturally have an interest for. And that's going to give you the opportunity, one, okay, to learn how to produce good content that you know people want to consume. Because sometimes you need a little practice on figuring out what are people into and what are people not into. Okay. Everybody doesn't know right off the bat, and that's okay. But you need to know before you charge somebody to produce the content. Okay, like they're expecting good content. All right, because the company's not going to come to you and say, this is what we want you to say and what we want you to do and what we want you to wear and how we want your makeup to look. No, they typically are relying on the talent, aka you, to say, here's my idea of what I can produce or put together for you, and what is going to circulate well, what's going to be received well. So therefore, you need to get in the habit of practicing with things that you already like, things that you already love, things that you already use. Okay. In addition, thank you, Libra's Touch. In addition, okay, to practicing so you can so you can figure out the format that people like to consume the content in, you also are practicing on trying really I'm going to say strong quality content. Everybody's content isn't quality. Some content, baby, you'd be in a world of a better place if you would just clean your lens. Okay, just keep a little pair of pinchers with you to clean your lens. Some of y'all need to go and invest in a little tripod or a little stand, okay? Maybe a gimbal or something like that. So your content in, shaky all over the place. You can't go to a company saying, pay me for content, and you're producing low budget content. You understand what I'm saying? It may not necessarily have to be high resolution so it's campaign ready, but the company does need to be able to use it on its socials. All right. You also want to start working with products that you already have in your house or things that are local to you, because, okay, when you approach some of these companies, they may want to see an example of your work. Okay, so you're going to be able to use this like a portfolio. So if we're going to work with a fashion company, they need to be able to look down the page and see some of the things that you've styled and how you've put them together. If you're working with a beauty brand, they need to see some type of content of you using different products or creating different types of looks. If you want to be a food content creator, or a travel content creator, guess what? You can go stay in a local hotel in your city, go out, you know what I'm saying? Work with the GM that's there and see what you can set up to create unique and cool content. You can figure out with things that are right there in your reach. Child, y'all don't like that. I see them numbers drop when I said you gonna have to do some stuff for free. Baby, free 99 gets you paid 99. I know that's not what you want to hear, but this is the truth. The reason I have so many clients that have hit 6 and 7 figures is because I tell them the truth, and they're able to go out and produce based off of the information and the guidance that I'm giving them. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. I know you want me to tell you that you should not do any content until you get a paycheck. No, that's a lie. When you first start, you're going to have to do something for free. And before somebody can give you something for free, you're going to have to use what you have in your house. You're going to have to use what's around your neighborhood or in your city. That's the reality of the situation. Okay, you want to be a content creator, and you want to get brand deals with car companies, because car companies absolutely will lease you a car for 2 years or 3 years for you to be an ambassador for them. Yes, they will. Well, guess what? You may have to start going out to the local car lots, and right, it could be a good deal for the salesman too, where you're doing reviews over the cars and the comps and test driving them and talking about them and putting that content out. But you are strange if you think somebody's going to pop up and they're going to give you an Escalade or a G-Wagon or give you a Camry to drive for a year when you have not produced any type of content that they can see that's gotten numbers. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? The reason Cadillac even started looking at me is because I put out a piece of content reviewing my brand new Escalade whenever they transition. Like I got that one, I got my 21 like in 2020 or something like that, like November of 2020. Right now I'm in a 24. But when I got it, I was talking about the differences and how they changed, how surprised we were with everything. We were going on little road trips together, everybody sliding out, people asking me questions about the car, how it rolled, the gas mileage, the suspension, what I liked about the seats, all that kind of stuff. A lot of the influencers that Cadillac had actually paid or partnered with, baby, their videos were not hitting the numbers that my videos were hitting. You understand what I'm saying? So in order to get some of these companies and some of these brands to look at you, sometimes it's going to require that you create the content, and you can tag them like once a week. Now, don't be bothersome and worrisome, okay? Tag like begging. But if you're creating a piece of content around, so if you want to be a food reviewer, don't expect restaurants just because you say I'm a food reviewer to start inviting you in and you get free meals everywhere. No, you may need to start reviewing when you're going out anyway with your friends and family. Do a review of that restaurant, of the service, of the plating, of the meal, of the freshness. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You're going to have to use some of the things that you already have. And then from there, you can start the process of getting companies that want to reach out to you and gift you with their actual products or with their softwares, or people that want to provide services to you, right, to come in and get that done. That's how that works. And then from there, we move up to paid stuff. Now, like I said, there's always an exception to every rule. There's probably one of you guys in here that knows somebody that knows somebody, and you have 10 followers, but because you're homeboys or homegirls with whoever, they were able to get you an immediately paid spot. Okay. That is just not the norm for most people. And right now, I'm putting you on game on what you really need to do in order to be able to get these brand deals. The companies want to see the same way you would want to see before you give someone money. They want to see proof of concept, and they want to see what your content looks like that you can produce. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? That's how that works. Okay. So I'm not telling you to go and spend a lot of money. Don't be like these silly people that, are maxing out credit cards so they can pretend to be an influencer. Don't do that. Okay. But you can use what you already have in your home. You can use maybe what your friends or your family have. You can use things that you are already going to buy. Like, right, if you already knew you were going to Ulta to buy some Carolyn Herrera fragrance or something like that, well, then you absolutely positively, guess what? It's okay for you to chronicle, like going in, researching, talking about why you want that brand, how much you love the other ones, what you didn't like about them, how this stacks up to others, the price points. You can you going into the store, doing the smell test, spraying it on. Oh, I'm gonna wear it, for a day to see if I get any compliments on it. Blah blah. Like you can create. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? If that's something you naturally were going to get anyway, and you know that you would like to have the opportunity to work with those types of brands, well, you start creating the content around it. Don't say, I'm not posting, I'm not getting anything free on my page. Humble yourself, boo-boo. No one knows you yet. Okay, now are they going to know you one day? Yes, but do they know you right now? No. Okay, so for a lot of us, the free 99 has gotten us the pay 99. Everybody put free 99, free 99, free 99 in the comments. All right, and everybody also give me the fives. Give me the fives. You said yes, acting classless. People definitely act. People definitely act some ways. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that they don't. They absolutely do, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna act as if we're paid. We're gonna act like we have sense. That's how we're gonna act. Okay, we're getting to a bag. That's what we're doing over here. Okay, we don't know about everybody else and what they're doing. Okay, but we are getting to a bag. And this is the real way that you get to a band when it comes to brand deals. And everybody that has questions and stuff like that, y'all just write them down. We're going to do Q&A at the end. I'm just trying to make sure that we stay in order, because it's going to make it easier for me to break this up later. Okay. Number 5. All right. Now, this is something you have to do if you're trying to get a brand deal or a partnership, or even if you're trying to sell your own stuff. It does not matter. There's not a way around this in social media land, because content is cash. Content is cash. Content is cash. Okay. Content is cash. 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 Y'all give me up to 75,000 taps over here in TikTok land. Our like goal is 200,000 tonight, which I feel like for this information, baby, that's minimal. Okay, minimal. Also, if you are in YouTube land, I need like 5 more thumbs up over in YouTube land, Facebook land. If y'all can send me 4 more shares, that would be fantastic. And Instagram, I need about 3 more shares, and we probably need like 10,000 more taps over here. Okay, tappity tappity tap 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 tap. And if we can get another 23 people to share in TikTok land, that would be fantastic. All right. Now, You need to create these things called your content buckets. Some people will also call them your pillars of content. So, a lot of times when I am working with small business owners or aspiring influencers or brand creators, a lot of y'all tell me you don't know what to post, you don't know what to create. Okay. You're going to have content buckets. Normally, you need about 5 to be able to fill out your calendar all the way around. You definitely can go up to 7, and these are going to be content buckets within your niche. Okay. 80% of your content needs to flow around whatever your core offer is or your core activity is. The other 20%, you can just ram. It can be as random as you want it to be, but that 80% needs to be inside of a specific, right, into inside of that specific niche. So, what are things inside of the niche that we can talk about that people would find interesting, so that way we have organic content, and this is naturally going to lead us to getting more brand deals, because now whenever you do the brand partnership, it's related to what you talk about on a regular basis, and the brand is able to experience some type of benefit and some type of reach. Okay. Thank you, Opera Shop. So, here's some questions that you can ask to help you get to the content buckets. All right. Is there any type of law, rules, or regulations that happen on a regular basis inside of your industry or that relate to this subject matter? Okay. Any at all. If that doesn't apply to you, then that's an NA. All right. Are there any new updates, right? New changes, new colors, new variations, new models, new adaptations, new accessories, new orders, new softwares? Is there anything new that's going to be changing? For almost everybody, that's a yes. There's always something new, okay, that's being dropped out there in the marketplace. All right. Next, is there any type of education that you can offer people? When we talk about education, I'm talking about, is there any type of terminology, definition? Are there any tutorials that you can teach people? Is there anything you can show people, give them best lists, supplies, ingredients, how to maintain things? All of that goes under education. Okay. Anything kind of your who, what, when, where, why, that's almost all the time under education. Okay. Another popular content bucket, you always need something with emotional connection. So, do you want to be funny? Do you want to be thought provoking? Do you want to be an agent of change? Do you want to be bold? Do you want to be inspirational and motivational? Like, what do you want to make people feel? Do you want people to feel warm and fuzzy? Do you want them to feel light? What can we do around there? That may be quotes and story times for you. That may be showcasing case studies, before and afters, any of those sorts of types of things. Okay. Next piece of content that is a really strong bucket for any of you guys that want to get brand deals. Can you offer anybody any type of discovery? Okay. So discovery is taking people like through the process. So I'm going to use myself as an example. So those of you that follow me for a long time, y'all know I love to travel. I am definitely on the luxury side of things. Okay. I'm a material girl. I'm not ashamed of it. Okay. I like. I have very expensive habits and very expensive taste. And I have a good time taking my audience on the journey with me. And you guys seem to love these things as well. So there's a particular partner deal that I'm trying to get worked out. Fingers crossed that it gets done. And it would be a partnership with Nobu if I'm accepted into this particular program, and right, and with Hard Rock Hotel. So this will be a lot of fun and very exciting because they're working on a summer campaign. So on the discovery side, y'all know I normally take y'all through the process of everything from TSA, what's going on inside of the airport, once we get to the resort or to the hotel, what the check-in process is like, the entry, what's going on in the rooms, which suites that I like, what's happening with the food, what's going on with the restaurants, what's the time of the closes, what's happening on with our concierge and our butlers, how clean is the pool, how easy is it for us to get a cabana, what's going on. Y'all know, baby, y'all know I love the spa. We've been all over the world to all kinds of spas together, right? So on that side, that would be discovery, right? So now I can tell people, hey, this is my suggested list of things that you do when you get here. This is what you should be expecting. This is your price point for these particular upgrades. This is what we can do, for XYZ element of P. Does that make sense? This is life is like. This is what you need to wear. This is what you need to buy. This is how the shop-its work, right? Does that make sense? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And you can do this with anything. If I was a beauty person and there was some new foundation line coming out or something, and the company sent me a PR kit, well, I'm gonna talk about how did it wear, if it dried me out, if I felt like it was oily, did it oxidize, did it break me out, how easy is it to remove, what it worked better with a cream or a powder, does it need to be set, does it make you oily, right? There's so many things whenever you think about, like, if you ask yourself, what can I help someone discover about this thing, or about this place, or about this service. Okay. So typically, if you want to be a brand influencer, you definitely need to have some type of discovery content bucket. And it's not about it, it doesn't have to really be deep. It's just about answering questions for people. What would someone really want to know about this product or this service or this place or this company or this brand, if that makes sense? So that's how you're really going to make sure that you're getting really strong brand deals. And more specifically, the big kahuna, we can get a brand to work with us in a campaign. I really love a campaign over a one-time post. Like, a one-time post or one-time deal is cool, but if we can get a campaign, and I know I'm going to be working with this brand for 6 months, I'm going to be working with this brand for a year, and they're going to be bringing me to in-person events, and they're going to be sending me stuff, and they're cutting me a check, and they are, hey, Shishi, and they're cutting me a check, right? And thank you, boo. And they're gonna make sure that they give me everything on social, and they're gonna make sure that they're giving me all kinds of swag, and they're gonna make sure, right, that I'm able to collaborate and have opportunities with other people. That's what you want, right? So one of the easier ways I've been able to transition into those types of deals with different companies and brands is because I'm good at having a discovery content bucket. So I'm literally always going to have something that I can share with people on, this is what you can do when you get there. This is what you can expect in your process. This is how you need to prepare. Kind of the same way that I attack kind of the same way that I attack business stuff. Thank you, Chi. Thank you. Thank you, boo. But does that make sense to everybody? And for some of y'all, the light bulb should be going off on why y'all are having a challenging time getting brand deals, because you're not putting in the work. And a lot of y'all, like, for whatever reason, you believe that all you have to do is get on the internet and believe in yourself and use some hashtags, and these companies are just going to be clamoring to work with you, y'all. And it's work. Content creation is actual work. It's fun work. It's rewarding work. It's great because you have flexibility and you can fit your own schedule. And a lot of times you can work from home, and sometimes you get really cool opportunities to travel to these amazing destinations and stuff, but it's still work. When I'm on a brand trip, baby, everybody else may be asleep that's with me, because sometimes they'll be very polite and they will allow you to bring like a companion with you, right? Everybody else is asleep, I'm up. You can ask anyone that's seen me on a trip, like, especially because sometimes I may be going. This is something else you can do with a brand. They may pay me to post something, and I may reach out to them and say, hi, I'm going to Mexico. I'm going to be at this particular resort at this particular beach. Could you use any content, you know what I mean, with your product in this type of location, in this type of space? And sometimes the companies will say yes. So they're going to hook you up with a PR kit, or they're going to send that stuff to you while you're there. Well, while everybody else is asleep, I'm up at 5:45 in the morning trying to catch the sunrise, because I need to capture it behind whatever it is that I'm shooting, or whatever it is I'm talking about, or doing a piece of content and saying, thank you for such and such for sponsoring this broadcast today. So, and I'm not saying it in a way to complain mind. I just need you guys to snap into reality. When you're trying to work with these companies and get these deals, it's still a level of work that goes with it, and you have to have some type of preparation. So you have to have the content buckets, and I would highly encourage everybody, one of the content buckets needs to at least be discovery, so that way you're creating like fresh content, new content, useful content, and content that's almost like an evergreen type of content that this company can use. Because again, we like campaigns. Okay, campaigns is really where the money resides. You can get your little one, hit there, little two here and there. We like campaigns in the kingdom. We want to be locked in with a company or with a brand for months. I like big checks. I like when a company says, we're going to pay you $35,000, or we'll pay you $50,000, or we'll pay you $20,000, and we're going to work together for the next 3 months. And these are the deliverables that we expect from you. We like a campaign. Okay. Now, when you're starting off, though, you may start off and a company may say, I'm going to pay you, $300 to make me a 30-second piece of content. And they may give you some specifications. We would like this particular, type of aesthetic in the background, or we don't want to have these types of products here or there. And please, refrain from using these particular words or something like that. But for the most part, this is how we get in the process to set up for that. Okay. Everybody give me the 6666666666666. And if you're just getting here, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker and award-winning luxury event designer. And I'm, most importantly to you guys, I am a business builder. Okay. And tonight we're talking about how to actually get brand deals, all the stuff that nobody tells you. And I'm just tired of seeing you guys getting out here in these streets and floundering like a bunch of fish, just out here flopping around like fish on dry land. Okay. That's what I'm over. I'm overseeing it. And I was like, why are people doing all of this crazy stuff in the quest to get brand deals? And then I went out there and I saw the information that was out there, and I was like, my God. And then some of the people that have legitimate information, and this is no hate, no shade to them, they're allowed to do whatever it is that they want to do in life. Some of them are charging quite a bit of money for this information, like thousands of dollars, which, nothing wrong with that, because it's going to make you thousands of dollars. So I understand why they're charging thousands of dollars for it. But some of them, it is a little frustrating because you'll email them or you'll reach out to them and you can't even get them to answer something for you about the particular product that they're out here pushing, right? So anyway, oh y'all, we have a troll. So anyway, so that's that. So I was like, let me make sure I can help the kingdom out so that they can actually be able to get their brand deals. All right. So what I need everybody to do is tap that screen like you mean. Let's get to 100,000 likes over here in TikTok land. If you are in YouTube land, thank you for all of the new thumbs ups. Can I get 5 more thumbs ups in YouTube land? And Facebook, can I get 3 more shares? That would be super duper awesome over there. And Instagram land, if I can get probably about 4,000 more likes over here and probably like 15 shares, that would be awesome. We still are 8 shares short over here in TikTok land. Okay. Y'all make sure that you, if you see a red follow, click it so you can be a part of the kingdom if this information is helping you. If you have not subscribed to me on YouTube, subscribe to me. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, or if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram, but I showed up on your FYP, make sure that you like my post. You also need to go to my page and like 5 or 6 other posts, and then follow me so that way I will show up in your algorithm. That's how that works. Okay. All right. Number 6. You need to create a media kit. Everybody say media kit, media kit, media kit, media kit, media kit, media kit. You need a media kit, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, okay? And the media kit should not be long and drawn out, okay? The media kit should be somewhere in between 7 really about 8 slides is where you should cap it. You technically could stretch it out to 12, but I really try and keep it within 8 if it's possible. Okay. Your media kit is going to have some basic information in it. It should have your name and your contact information. Your media kit should have a little information, like a tiny bit of background information about you. Don't go crazy. Like, nobody needs like 10 pages on you, like a paragraph or less. Okay. A little bit about you inside of there. Okay. We also need to make sure that you have some information about your audience. So if you kind of have some basic demographics and some of the psychographics about them, AKA the archetypes that I've been telling you guys that you need to create, that normally needs to be there because it makes it really easy for the brand to decide if you have an audience of people that they want to be in front of. If your reach is in your favor, put your reach there. So, like, if you have, a gaggle of impressions, if you have really good views, if your, conversion and your likes and stuff like that are really, really, doing a thug thizzle, you're gonna put that there. If you have experience with working with any other brands or companies or any campaigns that you're proud of, you can add links to those there as well. Also inside of your media kit, if you have any, this is where you want to put like your value add at, like I was mentioning earlier. So if you're a smaller account, impressions or reach is not going to be your value add. You're not going to come to a brand and say, I can help you reach a whopping 2,500 people. That's not really the value add. And everybody understands how social media works. You may have 2,500 followers, but realistically only 5 to 7% of them are probably seeing your content, right? So that's not really what we lead with. But if you can create like really beautiful, aesthetically pleasing content, if you are able to create content that really connects to their audience base, if you can help that company enter into a new market that they're trying to enter into, if you're able, right, like there's so many other things that you can offer. If you can say, hey, I can create 30 pieces of high resolution content for you that you'll be able to have all of the rights to, that you can use, and I'll do it, for $400 or something like that. A lot of the companies and a lot of the brands, they're going to take you up on those offers. Okay. So you figure out what your value add needs to be. Okay. And we put this in a little deck. We make it very presentable. If you have something on your resume that makes sense to what you're pitching, add that. Okay. Nobody needs to know that you want a spelling bee in the 3rd grade if that does not apply to what we have going on here. Okay. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. All right. So number seven. If you guys are just getting here, we're talking about how you actually are able to get paid brand deals, even if you are a small creator. The real things that you actually have to put into play to make this happen for yourself on a regular basis. That is what we're doing. And by the way, y'all tap the screen. We should definitely be at 100,000 likes. Why do y'all make me do this? Y'all know I just be wanting to go through the content. Y'all make me have to stop and pause and ask y'all to tap, 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 and clap, 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 and share, share, share. I don't want to do that. I know y'all just want to get through the content too, right? Everybody just wants to get through the content. We just want to get to number 7, but y'all won't let me be great. Y'all won't let me be great because y'all don't want to tap the screen. Now, am I out here putting this behind a paywall for y'all? I am not. All I asked for are a few likes and some little funky shares. That's all I asked for. Just a few likes and it's a little funky shares. Why do we ask for the likes and the shares? Because it helps us show up on the FYP. Also, if y'all spam with those 1 cent gifts, that does let TikTok know that they like what's going on here. YouTube land, they like to see the thumbs up. Whenever you guys don't give the thumbs up, they suppress my content. They're like, okay, well, people are there, but they're not liking it. Okay. So just make sure that thank you for everyone that's spamming me with the 1 cent gifts right now. Okay. So yeah, so y'all just make sure that you guys are tapping, you are liking. I will be able to continue on and I won't have to stop. Thank you, Glorious Locks, for the flower crown. Single dollar, yes, honey. So look, because baby, people, y'all get so stingy with the shares. Don't be a hater. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Real life, like real life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, you're right. You want, okay, you want my juice. You know what I'm saying? You over here trying to give your girl a little squeeze for the little juice or whatever. Like the least you can do is tell somebody about me. Don't be a hater. Y'all like, no, I'm keeping all this information for myself. I'm keeping all this training and consulting for myself. That's dirty, baby. There's more than enough for all of us out here. Period. Period, poo. And for all of y'all that are leaving because you don't like that I'm asking y'all to tap the screen, like, how dare she ask us to tap the screen, even though she's giving us information that people charge thousands of dollars for? How dare she ask us to share? Bye, baby. Good riddance. I don't want to help you. I said it. I said it and I meant it. Blink, blink, blink. I don't want to help you. I believe in mutually beneficial relationships and reciprocity, baby. Okay, period. So if you can't tap that screen for me, if you can't send me a few shares, if you can't do that, I don't want to help you. May you remain where you are in life. I said it. Right. That's the least they can do, Kia. That's the least they can do. Hey, Elo, thank you for my disco hat. Baby, y'all not ready for me. Y'all are not. The people are not ready for me. Okay. I'm gonna be ready when we get 7,000 and 7,400 more taps. That's when I'll be ready. Baby, okay, until you do right by me. Hey, you're not gonna hook them fingers like that, did you? Baby. Okay. And I mean it in that order, period. Just like that. Just like that. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all, okay? Because I know you guys want to know how to get these brands to pay you. I know for a fact I've already given more information in these first 6 than a lot of you guys have gotten. And some of y'all dropped that. I'm not gonna put it on blast, but I know for a fact some of you guys dropped $1,200 with a particular creators program, and they're supposed to show you how to get brand deals, and they showed up an hour late and they did not tell you how to get brand deals. And then they had a special guest, and the special guest didn't even know what targeting was. Mm-hmm. 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 I already know. Mm-hmm. So baby, don't play with me over here. All I'm asking for is for some taps and likes. I didn't ask you for $1,200. Maybe I should have asked you for $1,200. Maybe I should have asked you for $1,200, baby, so I get some respect on my name. And if everybody tell me I do too much stuff for free, I'm starting to believe them. I'm starting to believe them. Okay. Well, shout out to everybody that's Instacorn Academy because you guys will have access to this plus a lot of other stuff. Anyway, number 7. Okay. So you're going to need to join some marketplaces. Hey, Shauna, thank you, boo. You're going to need to join some marketplaces. 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 Okay. Now, I know y'all like Ashley Ann. Why do I need to join some marketplaces? This is because sometimes when you're just getting started and you're trying to get a name out there for yourself, okay, no one knows you yet. You may also be having a challenging time hunting down the contact person that actually makes the decisions for working with different creators and influencers, okay? So if you join some of these influencer marketplaces, it will actually start the process of giving you experience of one, being able to get the free products and services and softwares and trips. Okay, that's number one. The second thing it's going to do is it's going to start the process of giving you some types of contacts and connect sometimes. You're also going to be in a community with other content creators. So whenever you start getting to a point where you're negotiating your prices and your rates, you will be able to, rely on other people and start asking them, well, what did you charge? What were your deliverables to help you get your fee structure figured out? This also is going to give you a lot of times they will track the analytics for you. So, how I was talking about that deck, if we need to have it updated with what's really happening with your impressions, your reach, your audience, your conversion, what categories you would fare well in as far as content, a lot of those agencies have softwares that actually keep track of all of that stuff for you. And so, you literally can just go in and copy your dashboard, or you can send a link to the dashboard over to your companies and you're good to go. Also, a lot of them will communicate with you if they feel that there's a brand deal or a brand opportunity that's a good fit for you, instead of you having to get out here kind of like shooting in the dark, hoping and praying that someone's going to give you an opportunity. Okay. And what's really cool about some of these marketplaces is that you don't have to have, 10,000 followers or 100,000 followers to be a part of them. So to get inside of some of the other like brand deals and creator programs, you normally have to have a specific amount of followers. But if you do it this way, a lot of them will let you in because they know a lot of companies really like to work with nano creators when it comes time for user generated content. And I know a lot of you guys, are, you're like, what is a nano creator or a nano influencer? That's somebody that typically has in between 2,500 and 10,000 followers. So micro, I think, is 10,000 to 50,000 is what I think micro. I think micro is 10,000 to 50,000. Nano is 2,500 up to 10,000. But a lot of people are actually making a good amount of money, again, not having hundreds of thousands of followers. And let me tell you guys something else too. While we're talking about getting free products in exchange for you creating content, you need to make sure that it's not obligatory for you to post. Because if they send you the free stuff and they say that you have to post and we need this many deliverables and you have to post in this amount of time, the IRS does consider that compensation and they will absolutely positively charge you taxes on that. So, in my opinion, okay, and in my experience, no one wants more from you than someone who's not paying you. I'm not really sure what this is about. It's just kind of sort of like working with customers and clients that pay you the smallest amount of money, but they want the most. They're the most demanding. They are the most worrisome. They are the most challenging. They are trying to milk you for everything, honey, and bend you over and hang you up. You understand what I'm saying? So with these companies, if you're gonna get the free stuff, I would be happy, to take the product and review it and possibly post about it. But if it's contractually obligated that you had, that you have to post in exchange for this, the IRS absolutely positively can say, oh, well, you received, $26,000 in free stuff over the year of 2024, and you need to pay on that. Okay. And a lot of people don't know that. So make sure if they're just saying you get this product in exchange, for commission or this and this and that, make sure that you are not obligated to post. Now, if you decide you want to post on your own, that's fine. But we got to make sure, okay, that writing, okay, we got to make sure that that paperwork and that verbiage is doing what it needs to be doing. And a lot of people don't know that. And sometimes people get caught up, okay, on that side. Now, a lot of times people will tell you to join some influencer marketplaces, but people won't give you influencer marketplaces that you can join. I'm going to give you guys a few influencer marketplaces that are reputable that you can join like pretty much tonight. Okay. A lot of people don't know that Walmart has an influencer program, much like Amazon has an influencer program, and they pay really, really well. And because it's not as saturated as the Amazon influencer program, there's really a good opportunity for you to shine and start working with different brands and companies and things of that nature. Okay. Also, Semaphone is really, really dope. They are probably, I feel like they're really underrated. A lot of people don't know about Semaphone, but Semaphone is great marketplace. FameBit has been around for a long time, like long, long, long time, for years and years and years and years, but they're reputable and they get the job done. Grapevine Village and Grapevine Logic, both of those are super duper dope. Social Ladder, I like Social Ladder because I feel like they do a really good job of pairing the influencers with the actual products and with the brands or that are put out. um brand backer is really good too. They'll send you notifications if you're a good fit to work with that company or with that brand, and then you can start the process of negotiations. Full Screen is another really good one, and Heartbeat. Okay, so those are some really, really dope marketplaces that you can go to if you're looking to be able to put in your application as a curator or as a creator on the content side, and you can start the process of being able to be noticed by some of these brands. All right, you guys, give me the number 8. Give me the 8. Okay, give me the 8. And I definitely should have seen my likes go up to 150,000 just because I gave y'all some marketplaces. Everybody says join the marketplace, but no one tells you any of the marketplaces. Give me an 8. Why are y'all over here hating on me in YouTube land? We only got one additional like in YouTube. Thought y'all loved me. Thank you, Pretty Red. Baby, they over here playing games with me. I'm gonna end it right now. Y'all know those people that be online, they be like, if you don't send me a cash app, if I don't get 10 cash apps right now, I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna turn on my lights and I'm ending the stream. That's how I'm gonna be about these likes. That's how I'm gonna get on y'all about these likes. I'm gonna get my likes. I'm gonna end this stream right now. Oh Jesus. The Lord gonna give me child because clearly I'm childish. Y'all look, y'all that are laughing because y'all know it's true. Y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen it, right? Y'all have seen it firsthand. Y'all have seen the people threatening to end the streams because they're not getting cash apps. See, I don't even do y'all like that. Only thing I ask you to do is for a little engagement. Okay, that's all I ask. I just ask for a little engagement, and if you can help me meet the like goal, do that as well. Okay, if you feel like what I'm giving, not feel like, I know for a fact what I'm giving. Rev Juju, thank you for the badge, my love. Libra's Touch, thank you for the badge. Okay. I know you do, Libra's Touch. I appreciate you. Okay. No facts. And run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Oh, and by the way, if you're just getting here and if you're enjoying this content and if you're finding it useful and you see a red button above me that says follow, click it. Click it, click it, click it, click it, click it, click it, click it. Double tap it. Hey, do that. Okay, do that to the button. Now you are a member of the kingdom, just like that. I try and give business trainings at least once a week. Things that people charge thousands of dollars for, or hundreds of dollars for, I do them for the free 99. And tonight we're talking about how to actually get a paid brand deal, even if you're a smaller creator. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. If you are watching me on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you follow. Okay, and like. Also, you need to go after you follow, you need to go like 4 or 5 pieces of my content and comment on something, and that's what will put me inside of your algorithm. And if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, okay? And hit me with a good thumbs up. I feel like these likes have been stuck at 128,000 likes. Thank you for my flower crown for quite a while. Oh, y'all thought it was a game? Why y'all testing me? Don't let my smile fool you. I'm smiling, but I mean what I say. Y'all see this? Let's go. Yeah, run them likes up. Run them likes up. I'm about to run up on you in your neighborhood. You don't want to see me? I poke you in your eye. Boop. Just like that. What you go? You see my nails? Look at my nails. I will poke you in your eyes. It'll hurt. It'll make you cry. I do it. I will do it. Boop. Just like that. You want me to boop boop you in your eyes? Clearly, y'all want me to get out here and start thugging. I'm finna get out here and start thugging in these streets. That's what y'all want from me. Y'all want me to come in. Y'all want me to start thugging. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right, y'all make sure y'all keep tapping while we go through number 8. Okay, so now that we got some stuff together, right? You are starting the process of branding yourself. You have chosen your niche. You got these content pillars. You putting together, your media kit and stuff like that. You've gone and you listed yourself on a couple of marketplaces. Now we got to get out here and we got to get some work. Okay, we got to start the actual process of getting work. So the easiest way to do this is make a list of companies that you actually want to work with. Okay, because a lot of people are like, where do we find this work? Okay, the second thing is you want to also, outside of making a list of companies that you want to work with, you can go through those marketplaces and you can see if there are any companies in there that you want to work with. So you start with the list from kind of what's in your house and what you use already. Then we're going to go through the actual marketplace. And then this is something that a lot of people do not teach, but it works. Y'all, YouTube is a great source. A lot of people that produce regular content or regular shows on YouTube, they typically have sponsors. And so a lot of times those people are not only going to sponsor their show, they will sponsor several other shows in several other ways. They are influencer friendly. So if there are any of those companies and you want to work with them, you need to add them to your list. Okay. A lot of people that actually get work, we pitch the companies. All right. Now, if you are working with a manager, the manager is probably going to go out and find work for you or pitch, or that manager, if they're doing a good job networking, they have a lot of brands that are coming to them. So it's going to be like really easy for you to get brand deals and stuff like that. And the manager is going to be motivated to work because they're going to be getting 15 to 20% or whatever they close down for you. Okay. So basically, they are eating what they kill. So they're very motivated to go out there and kill for you on a regular basis. But before you get to the point where you got a manager, baby, you got to go out here and you have to find these people and pitch them. Gone are the days where the brands just come looking for you. Now, I will say this, once you get like 500,000 followers, you will have a lot of companies and a lot of brands that will start to reach out to you. You'll get some companies and some brands that'll reach out to you while you're like climbing up, but most of them are going to try and lowball you. They're going to want a crazy amount of, crazy excessive amount of work from you. And I typically wouldn't take them, but you can, if you want to, if you're like, I just need to get, some work and get myself out there. But a lot of times whenever you're going to research companies and you're making your list, we're going to have a better chance of closing down a paid deal. Now, it's not enough just to research this, just to make a list of companies. We got to research these companies. We need to actually learn something about the products, the process, if they have any community initiatives, if they have any specific pairings. Like, you need to learn about all of this. Okay. You also, very, very important, you need to understand the aesthetics of the company. And a lot of people miss this one. Okay. Again, remember I told you the company's not going to come to you and say, oh, we want you to wear this and say this, and this is your script. A lot of times they're dependent on you to come to them and say, like, hey, here's my idea of how we can work together. Here's the type of content that we can put together, right? However, you can go to that company's Instagram, you can go to their YouTube accounts, you can go to their Facebook if they have a TikTok, and look and see what type of influencer content they're posting, what type of creator content they're posting. So you can also search hashtags that belong to that company. And so you're looking to see if it says like paid partnership or sponsorship, or if it says gifting, or collaboration. So it's a gifting or collab, then that probably means that they did not pay the creator or the influencer for that work. But normally if it says like a hashtag ad or paid ad, sponsorship, something like that, then that's normally a sign that that's a company that keeps a budget to work with creators. Does that make sense? So a lot of y'all can save yourself a lot of trouble if you just do the research before you even slide into these companies' DMs to see, how you guys can actually work together and in what ways you guys can work together. Does that make sense? Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? Also, pay attention to the aesthetic. Are they using diverse people? And seriously, if you're going down a brand's page and everybody, is 5'1" with abs of steel, and you know that you're 6 foot tall with a beer belly, you're probably not going to be a good fit for that brand. Okay. If you go down that page and you see that everybody on that brand's page is a very clean aesthetic, almost all the content that they're using, it's kind of like a sterile or like a very white background, not a lot of color and stuff like that. Well, guess what? You probably need to submit some content to them that's going to have that type of clean aesthetic. If you go down that page and you notice it's like 99.9% drag queens or something on the page. Well, if you're not in drag, they're probably not going to pay you or choose you for the content. So a lot of times you can look for context clues, okay, that are already out there with these companies and with these brands, and deciding or determining if this is somebody that you want to work with, and if they're going to want to work with you. And a lot of people miss this. Like if you see that their videos are edited like just almost like cinematography like level edited, and you don't have the capability of producing cinematography, baby, keep on stepping, because they're letting you know, right? They haven't said it to you, but you can look at the page and see what they want, unless you're going to pitch them something different than what's there, right? If you see that they like a lot of like moody transitions and stuff like that, and you're not going to produce content that's going to give moody transitions, keep on walking. That makes sense. Or you're going to have to create that type of content in order to get paid from that company. If you see like they love DIY projects and stuff like that on that page, and you're a DIY project person, you're a crafter, well, ding, 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 you guys are going to be a good fit. Now, I'm not saying that you can't pitch that company something different. You absolutely can pitch the company something different. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, and they may say, you know what, that's a really good idea. I think that that's a cool direction that we can go into. Absolutely 100%. But I'm telling you to go and do your research when we're looking for the diversity, when we're looking for the aesthetic, and you're looking to see how many creators and influencers have they actually worked with already that are using the hashtags ad, partner, paid advertisement, those sorts of types of things, compared to gifting, right? Or compared to a collaboration. And a lot of times you guys that are throwing around the word, you're like, oh, I want to collaborate with you. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Collaboration is not the right word. A lot of times you're looking to partner with someone. Collaboration typically infers that you're going to be willing to produce the content for them in exchange for the product or for the service or the software. Okay. Very, very, very different thing than someone actually paying you for the deliverables that you're able to produce, or that type of digital asset that that company is willing, that you're willing to give to that company or give them the licensing for it. I'm hoping you guys are picking up on the change in my language, because that's a big part of being able to secure these deals, actually learning the proper language so that you can negotiate adequately. Blink, blink, blink. And before we get into number 9, I need y'all, okay, to negotiate with me through these likes, through tapping that screen. That's what I need y'all to negotiate with. If we can get another 10 shares in TikTok land, another 2 likes in YouTube land, and if I can get another 5 likes in Instagram land, I will be a happy camper. Let's get up to 175,000 likes. There's over 100 people, 100 of us in here. We should be able to do that within a few minutes. If you feel like I'm spitting hot fire like Dylan, okay? Make sure if you can tap into the live gift goals, send me a garden fantasy. I am competing in the spring bloom competition, okay? Now, also, if I'm saying some stuff, I'm spitting some hot fire, it sounds good to you, you are impressed, you're actually getting information that you know you can go and execute on, and it can help you catch a bag, you really need to consider working with me in my Instacoin Academy. We will work together for 12 months to build up your business and your brand and a sustainable business. Inside of my Instacoin Academy, I do teach you how to get a sponsor, but more importantly, I teach you how to sell your own products and services, how to actually start the process of becoming an influencer or a full-time creator. And if you have a business, I show you how to build up your buying base and how to convert them into customers. Even if you don't have an offer yet, I will help you with the process of creating your offer. We also have funding in our program. We help you guys with business credit, with your personal credit. And we recently brought in licensed therapists and doctors to be able to help you guys with some of your challenges, emotional blocks, fizzles, and all of those sorts of types of things. Instacoin Academy is the #1 social media monetization program in the country. We have more receipts than any other program, and the majority of my 6-figure earners came through Instacoin Academy. If you're in here right now, and if I've helped you make some money, drop the money bags, the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, the dinero. If you want to tell people how much money I've helped you make, you can share that as well, okay? Bada boom, bada bang, blink, 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 wink, 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 all of that. And for everybody else, if you're not dropping money bags, you better be working those fingertips, okay? Work your phalanges, okay? Do this. It's good for your circulation. Do it on the screen, okay? You don't know where tap my cheeks, my moisturized, glowing face. Do that, okay? Do that, period. Tap, 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 tap. Look at all those money bags and money maps dropping right now. Yes, okay, we getting money over here in the kingdom. Body by One said 1,000 this week. Yes. You said 3 sold out pop-ups. Come on, Libra's Touch. Yes, God. Rose Goddess said 10K plus. Hadn't even been a year. Yes. Come on, babe. We getting money. We get money over here in the kingdom, period. What I teach works. Okay. You have to put some effort in, because I'm not going to sell you a lie. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it, but it's fulfilling and it's rewarding. And if you put down the foundational work now, you'll be living a life that people dream of, and you will have a very easy life right in time. Period. That's how it works. Okay. We in the kingdom getting money and What's that? What's that? That said $10,000 plus. Is that what that said? Y'all better come on. Make that money. 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 But we still didn't make that tap goal. Tap that screen. Tap that screen like you mean. Tap that screen like you mean. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Our overall tap goal is 200,000 likes, you guys. We have got to get there. We have got to get there. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If we don't get here, I definitely am not gonna come back and talk about the negotiations. I'm gonna tell y'all that. They're gonna say, why didn't you come back? I'm gonna say, baby, I just asked these people to tap the screen and they wouldn't do it, so I didn't come back. Moving on. Next subject. We're gonna see if we get to this 200,000 likes. Let's see. All right. Yes, thank you for coming through with the garden fantasy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, number 9, having a pitching plan. Everybody say plan. Okay, if you do not plan, you are planning to fail. Okay, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Anyone ever heard the elders say that? This is really true when it comes to pitching. You have got to be organized, okay? And you need a pitching plan. So, first of all, remember I told y'all we make a little list, okay? We have to find the people that actually are the decision makers. So you can make a list of the companies that you want to work with, and we got to go dig around and do some research, okay? So you're looking for the people that are on the influencer team. You're looking for the social media managers or the social media team. Sometimes they may have like collaborations. Sometimes it'll say influencer marketing. Sometimes you can go through PR, but a lot of companies have a separate department or a separate person that handles creator content. Also, some people they are very creator friendly, and you go to their websites, and if you scroll down towards the bottom where there's the contact us section, you will see a direct email to where you can work with someone. If you can't find it that way, LinkedIn is your friend. LinkedIn is your friend. LinkedIn, and believe it or not, Twitter. LinkedIn and Twitter. And a lot of people will talk to you on Twitter and on Instagram in the DMs and in LinkedIn that will not pick up a phone for you. Okay. So literally, you can send a little, a little message, nothing crazy. We want to keep it cute. We want to keep it quick. Do not copy and paste your message. Okay. I promise you, people can feel when you've copied and pasted. If you can't take a few minutes to write out a custom message to someone, then why should they take a few minutes or a few hours to work with you? Why should they take a few minutes to cut you a check? Why should they take a few minutes to send you a product if you can't take a few minutes to write out a custom DM? So this is where I say you have to do this is why I say you need to do like a little research. Okay. So, one of the things that you want to do when you slide into the DM, of course, you want to give an introduction. Okay. And don't be like, hey, babe, hey, doll. Don't keep it professional. Okay. You can say hi and just use the company's name. Okay. Then you're going to give a little, because you want to be like super direct about what you want to do. Don't be like, if there's any idea, people like, hey, such and such, I'm blank. This is what I do. One sentence line. Okay. We're not going all into depth. Remember, we just sliding into DMs. So just a teeny tiny bit of background. I love that your company does blank. And we're going to go into the research that you've learned with their company. I think that we could I would love to, I might say something like, I love supporting, small brands, or I love supporting fashion brands or companies, blah 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 blah. I think we could work together on a campaign. I have this particular idea. I would be able to produce, this much reach, or I would be able to produce high quality or high resolution content, that you'd be able to get licensing for. I could produce this many pieces of content or this many reels, whatever it is that you're looking for. My friend and I are going on a girls trip, and we think this is a perfect opportunity for this. My boyfriend and I love your product. We know Valentine's Day is coming up, and we could do this. Okay. You understand? We're just going to give a little quick example of what we could do in the timeline we could turn the work around in. Excuse me. If you have a link or you have a screenshot to showcase like your impressions and your numbers, include that. If you have a link to some similar type of content you've done, you say, hey, I included, links, you know what I'm saying? Or I shared a couple pieces of content that I did that were similar to, what I would like to do for your company. I'm looking forward to hearing for you. I'm hoping we can work together. Right? Something like that. Just boom. That like nothing crazy. You don't have to get in there on a bunch of weirdo type of time. Don't do weird stuff like send a question mark like you work with influencers, you trying to do a brand deal or no. Like I've seen some people say some crazy stuff. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Just kind of quick to the point. This is what I can do. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I like about your company. This is why I think we could work well together. And like I said, if you can include, if you have, a screenshot or a link to some other type of work, this is what I did in the past. It was received really well. It got over 400 shares. It got saved this many times. It has over 1,000 comments, and I believe I could put together, a successful piece of content for you or a successful campaign for you. You may ask them, what do you guys have coming up in the summer months? I would love to work together or to be on your list. Anything, y'all understand what I'm saying? Like you want to get the door open, and then a lot of times, whoever is running the social media, they will get you that person's contact information. They'll get you the email. This is realistically how you get it done. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why nobody wants to tell y'all, but this is how you get it done. All right. Now, number 10, number 10, number 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. When we get into number 10, right? Now that you have an actual contact communication for somebody, we have to make sure that we are prepared with the information that we're sending to these people. Okay. So, number one, you want to make sure that you create a separate email that's just for your influencer or your content creation communications. Okay. So, don't send them to your main email. Like my inbox, I have so many emails in there. As if everybody went into my main email, I would miss all of the deals. Okay. You make sure you create a separate, like immediate inquiries or such and such contact or info, or work with me at 123.com or whatever. We need a separate email just for your influencer and your creator campaign communications. Okay. Also, you want to have like a mini bio. You'll want to have a long bio too, just in case someone asks for it. But you want to have a little mini bio that's going to be, not that long. The mini bio will be maybe like a paragraph and a half at most. Try and keep it to under 8 sentences. Okay. Because some of y'all are long winded. We don't need to talk. We don't need to be talking that much about ourselves. All right. Any of your popular content or content that's performed well, we want to have links. And if you want to provide screenshots of the insights to that, that will be a really big help for you. Also, if you have any type of feedback from other companies that have worked with you, where they're like, oh, it was great to work with him. She was very professional. They got everything turned in on time or early, whatever it needs to be. But if we have something that can validate other people working with you and them having a positive experience, you want to gather up that information and have that there as well. Anything on your demographics, you want to make sure that we have that over there as far as the age, the gender. If you happen to know how much income people make, that's cool. But if not, that's fine. The people still, if you know the geographical location, like you may be working with a company that's worldwide. And so they may like the fact that you have audience in India, some audience in Asia, some audience in the States, and some audience in Britain. You may be working with a company that's specifically US based. And so they may really like the fact that, the majority of your audience is in the contiguous United States. All right. Different companies are going to want different things. Also, if you have 1 to 3 ideas of how you guys can work together or what you can put together, again, this goes back to doing your research. So when you go to that company and if you see they really like reels, or if you go to that company and you see that they like carousel posts. If you go to that company and you see that they really, really like story times or something like that from the creators, you are going to create content that's similar to that. You say your fingers are hurt. All right, right. Okay. You also want to make sure you can make this pitch like relevant to what's coming up. So if there's a holiday or an important milestone or celebration or something around that company or that brand, we want to create content that revolves around that, so that way they can really get use out of it and that company is really going to push it. Also, whatever is going on with your deliverables, like if you're giving them licensing rights, if you're saying, hey, once I give this content to yours to you, is 100% yours, you can use it in whatever way you see fit. You want to make sure that's there. If you're negotiating any type of like upfront pay and like a back end deal where there's some type of commissions or something like that, all of that stuff needs to be discussed. And you definitely want to make sure that you have the timeline in there. So if you're going to turn this content over to them in like 7 days and you're going to provide like up to 3 edits or something like that, then you're going to make sure that's there. And not only, I don't want you to be on time, I want you to get it handed in before time. So if they say that the deadline, like, okay, for example, today is March 6th. If they say that the deadline is March 16th, I want you to have it turned in by March 14th. This is how you start the process of setting yourself apart from other creators. Y'all would be amazed with how many creators are paid for work and they don't complete the work. There are some very, very popular creators that I've paid crap loads of money to before. And other people in here can tell you that we've paid people to get work done. So I've been on both sides. I've been the person that's paying a creator, and I've also been the creator that's gotten paid. I've literally always turned in my work and I turn it in early. Am I serious? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I could call out about 3 or 4 of them right now. I'm not gonna do it because it'd be tacky, but I absolutely could. Like I'm not capping. Okay. You said I'm all in your Kool-Aid tonight. That's a lot of small business owners fear. There's so many. If you're a small business owner in here right now and you have tried to work with influencers and content creators and you've sent them your products, okay, you sent them, you've provided services for them, because some of you guys do services like, hair removal or hair, lashes, skincare, stuff like that. And these people are, and you've paid people, you sent them their PayPals, their Cash Apps, whatever they want, and the stuff, and they never produce the content. The sound off. Yeah, I wish I would. When I tell you that one of the reasons that people come back and they keep working with me over and over and over and over is because I'm gonna produce. I'm gonna produce. If somebody pays me to do work and I say, okay, I'm gonna have this turned into you by the 16th, no, you're getting it by the 13th or the 14th. If I can get it to you earlier than then, I'm doing it. If you need me to do a 3-minute read talking about these shoes and some type of cute content, and I tell you I'm going to give you 3 different reels, baby, you better believe I'm getting it done. You paid me for it. It's getting done. Period. It's getting done. If you pay me for it and it's supposed to be done in a specific amount of time, it's getting done in that specific time. It's getting done before the time. I am encouraging you guys strongly, under promise and over deliver. You will have companies that will want to continue to work with you. Just because you're polite, you're professional, you have everything together, and you're able to produce the content in a specific amount of time. Okay. Now, I do want to encourage you guys to put a limit on the edits. Tell people 2 edits, 3 edits, 1 edit, whatever it's going to be. So therefore, everybody knows, you know what I'm saying? Like that they really need to, watch it in depth or know whatever the changes are, because it takes a lot of work to produce content. You may have to set up lighting. You may have to go to a different location depending on what you produce. You may have to do hair, makeup. You may have to go through with the transitions. You may have to download some different codecs or whatever. There are all sorts of types of things that go to creating the content. So you deserve to be compensated for creating the content. And you have to have your edit limits in there, because if not, you'll have somebody that'll sit on your content for like 7 months, and then they'll come back later and ask for 7 or 8 edits, which is, insane. So you're going to say, is this many edits? And you have to submit the edit request within this particular time frame. And then also you need to give me 72 hours or, 48 hours or whatever to produce the edits for you. Okay, that's how that needs to work. All right, so that's where we're going to stop at tonight on being able to actually, y'all have been getting so many battle requests, but that's where we're going to stop at tonight on being able to get paid for your brand deals. Okay, now I was going to come back on tomorrow and go through negotiations, but we didn't hit the light goal. So shout out to everybody that's in Instacoin Academy. You guys, of course, will get a copy of this and it'll be edited without all of the little stops. And then I also will be creating some new modules for you guys on the way that you properly negotiate with these companies. Okay. So let's do a little bit of Q&A. Thank you for everybody that tapped. Thank you for everybody that liked. Thank you for everybody that shared. Thank you for everybody that gifted tonight. Let's go through the Q&A. If you can help me meet the like goal, help me meet the like goal. If you can help me, sorry, not the like goal, the gift goal, Let's do that. Special shout out to Dr. NS for sending that garden fantasy in here. I am competing in this here Bloom competition on TikTok. I was not on battling today, y'all, so we probably have slid off that goddamn leaderboard, okay? So if you can contribute a garden tool during Q&A, do that. I might implement something somebody told me to do, and I've been trying to evade it, but I might have to start doing it. They were like, because the way I answer the question so thoroughly during Q&A, I may have to start, baby, you got to send a cash app or send a gift. If you don't send it, I'm not answering the question. We're going to see. We gonna see, baby. I can't believe that y'all did not hit this like goal. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm really not coming back on here and talking about negotiations. See, y'all are so used to me being so nice and doing so much for everybody. I'm telling y'all, I'm over it. I'm tired of y'all. It is a new me. Y'all, it's something. You said do it because they take advantage. Exactly. I should do it because they do take advantage. They be out here playing in my face, cutie. They do. They do. Period. Period, poo. period, poo. They do all day long. Let's do a little Q&A. For any of you guys that know that you enjoyed this and you found it helpful and you would like to work with me inside of my Instacoin Academy, Incredible Shoe Boutique. Thank you for the badge. For the badges, my love. Thank you so much. Make sure you click the link in the bio so you can sign up for Instacoin Academy. You can go over there and see all of the details. There's nowhere else. There's no other program you're going to get as much as I give you with weekly live trainings and a year of mentorship at that price point. Yeah, not happening anywhere else. I already know because everybody else charges $40,000, $50,000 for their flagship programs. And there's a couple of creators, they charge you $100,000 for a day. Did I see your question? No. You can ask it again though. But there's quite a few, they charge $100,000 for a day. So it is what it is. And if you can't afford to get into Instacoin Academy, you need to click the link in my bio and get the digital branding workshop, because you are going to have to brand yourself if you want to work with brands. We spoke earlier about having a personal brand. A lot of y'all, I'm gonna just put it to you like this. A lot of y'all think that you can Google and YouTube everything, and you can't. I've gone on Google, I've gone on YouTube, I looked to see what was on there. And if the information was out there, you would have done it already. If you could do it, everybody would have done it and everybody would be popping. Way more people would be popping, and they're not, because the info is not out there like that. So it is what it is. I have 1,000 followers. Does that mean I get paid on here now for that, or do I need more? So you don't get paid just for having 1,000 followers. You can sign up for the creativity program, and they give you an option where you can get paid for your views. You also, at 1,000 followers, get to add a link to your bio. So if you have your own products and services, you can link to those. At 1,000 followers, you also can apply to get a seller account. So that way you can actually you can partner with TikTok Shop, and they can push and promote your products and services as well. What's the cost for Instacoin? If I've already been in a year, but I want to extend the time, Taya, email customer support and they'll get you a discounted link for people that want to continue. So you don't have to come back in and pay another $7,500 to get in. It's way, way, way less. It's way less for anybody that's already been in the program that want to extend. Email customer support and say, hey, I want to extend my Instacoin membership, and we'll get you a big old giant reduced rate. Would you suggest 2 emails, one for campaigns and the other is Gmail okay to use? You can use a Gmail, but if you just get a go through Google Business Suite, and you can buy a domain for like $10. It doesn't cost that much. And then you can do your ad, or you can do a support or contact us at wherever. Work with me, whatever you want to make it. And you can do that through Gmail. Thank you, Glorious Locks. Mm-hmm. Child, they ruined it for y'all on Instagram. I used to let anybody come up on the camera. I don't do that no more. Y'all know what happened? No, not anymore. We can't do that anymore because people don't know how to. They don't know how to act, act, act. Okay, I don't like seeing strange meat in my camera. I know everybody on Instagram, they're like, why would she not bring up people on the gram anymore? Video, unless I know you, unless you're a member of the kingdom, you're inside of my Instacoin or my monetization nation or something like that, and I know you and I know your handle name, I cannot bring new people up anymore because people do strange things, honey. Put them things away. We don't want to see them. Email customer support, Tanya. People definitely too much. I did. I would always bring anybody up. I had no idea what was in store for me. And I was like, oh no. I was like, we can't do that anymore. I'm not good at engagement on my page. What course do you recommend? Instacoin, baby. Instacoin is the end all be all. I tell everybody that's my flagship program. If you can't afford to get into Instacoin right now, you could book a social media audit, and then we could put together like a custom content plan for you. And then you could maybe try like the content to cash crash course. That would be a big help. But it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that they get. This is the thing. Instacoin is super affordable though. Even if you go through the buy now pay later, it breaks down to like I think like $220 a month or something like that to get weekly live classes. So some of you guys have no idea what my rate is. My rate is $13,000 an hour, and people pay it. My one-to-ones that work with me in continuous coins, those people pay $250,000 to work with me for 12 months. My laser sessions that people book up, those are 5,000. So the fact that I'm giving people access to being able to work with me and the success coaches, and if y'all go click the link and you see the price, you would be like, what is, I'm gonna put it to you like this. It breaks down to less than $250 a month. So I definitely have a heart for my people, but you also have to be willing to invest something in yourself. Right. And that's for a whole year with weekly live sessions. And I run the insight sessions myself. And you get ads training, and you get access to a funder, and you get corporate business training, and you get help with your corporate credit and your personal credit, because a lot of y'all's personal credit is jacked up too. and I turn around and I make sure to get licensed therapists. Any of y'all had to book to pay for a therapist? Therapist gonna cost you in between $150 and $300 an hour. But they're in my program and they come in and they will talk and chat and give tips and information and be able to assist people and turn it over. So what it costs with one session with one of them, that's what it is for a month. And you get a community and you get worksheets, books, sales, marketing, 120 something modules on top of the in-person training. So people that have had to purchase like leadership courses and programs and stuff, they know Instacoin is an amazing deal, especially with the prices at tonight. Compared to a lot of other, they know typically you got to pay about $7,500 is the lowest price point that is normally at. And there are a lot of people in Instacoin, they pay way more to get in. And then whenever I'm working out in the streets, is 23,997 and people pay it gladly because it's only $2,000 a month, and they understand the value and what they're getting. So that's why it's like I go back and forth all the time because like the people that I try and drop the prices for to make sure they can get in, they be doing like a lot of complaining. You know what I'm saying? Or being like, oh, it's this and it's that. I have people trying to give me a whole Spanish Inquisition about a $27 product. I'll be like, oh, I'm like, okay. I'll be like, baby, I'm not for you. So I see why people get worn out sometimes, and they be like, no, I don't want to service or assist a particular group of people. Like I get it. I'm still here, still doing it, but I get it. It's definitely frustrating for sure, for sure. What's $27? I had a $27 product up the other day. Sure did. I sure did. I be having seen still. I be baby. I be out here on the deals and the thrills trying to make sure it's affordable for people. But it is what it is. And my team is frustrated with me too because I'm like one of the few people that haven't gone up on their prices. All the other coaches and consultants and stuff, they went up on their prices like during COVID. And I kept my stuff the same or I lowered it. And so, but I was just like, but anyway, that's on the other side, baby. It's time the price, the price is going up. It just is what it is. Hey, Chicago John, it is what it is, baby. I can't do it anymore. You said it's the 30 days of content customized for you. If you're talking about if you're getting a power session or a social media audit, yes, it's completely to your brand. It's specific for you. The hashtags are for you. The content plan is for you. The actual posting cycle, yeah. If you're going through the helps agency and you're having us create content for you, that's specific to your voice, to your company, to your brand. It's just for you. It's not a it's definitely not a one size fits all. It's impossible to do that on social media because everybody's voices are totally different. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. You got any other questions? When do you recommend getting a social media audit? Thank you, Rose Goddess. I recommend getting a social media audit when you feel like you need one. To be honest, because I'm gonna put it to you like this: there's no specific time. Most of the time, when people come to me to get a social media audit, is because whatever they have been trying to do is not working. So their page is stagnant. They're stagnant with followers, they're stagnant with sales, they're not getting any DMs, their engagement is trash. They have been producing content, no one's liking it, no one's saving it, no one's sharing it. They're just stagnant. They're not seeing any growth at all. They're stuck. So that's a lot of times when people will come to me for a social media audit on what they need to do to grow the page and to grow their sales. Now, if your social media is moving along fine, you're seeing growth, you got people sliding into your DMs, you have people making purchases from you on a regular basis, people are saving and sharing your content and stuff like that, you probably don't need an audit because you're probably doing what you're supposed to be doing properly. Social media audits are when people are coming, or sometimes people come, they have a lot of engagement, but they can't convert it into sales. And so they'll come to me for a social media audit too. Because you have some people that are really, really good at the engagement, but they suck at sales. And they're trying to figure out like what's happening inside of there. Oh, thank you, Delay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Does your free product links work? I've clicked on one and it doesn't work. Keisha, they work. That just means the timer expired. So I use something that are called deadline funnels. And so if I set up a product, whether it's free or it's paid, and it's a specific amount of time for somebody to get in, once the time expires, it keeps anyone else from being able to join. So those are deadline funnels. We teach about that inside of Instacorn Academy. So whatever it is you're probably trying to sign up for, because sometimes we don't have time to go into the tree and take it down immediately. Also, sometimes people will use old links that they have in like emails or from DMs and stuff, trying to be slick. And so we turn it off. And a deadline funnel does that. Mm-hmm. So I used to turn around and I would make a page and I'm like, oh, sorry, you missed a deal or this or that in the third. So whatever it's set up for, it probably was supposed to be pulled down out of the tree. TikTok is asking about getting paid for views, Miss Ashley Ann. What do you mean? Are you talking about in the creator program? Yes, that's what the creator program does. It pays for qualified views. But like I said, the qualified views is very specific on what's a qualified view. Like it has to come from the FYP page. It can't be a duet or a stitch. Sometimes, hey, Bistro Farm, they don't want you to use like specific sounds. Sometimes people have to view a certain percentage of the content for it to be a qualified view. It has to come from a certain country or geographical region. It's a lot that goes into a qualified view. Nike Swim, if I'm being honest, the views on TikTok are my least favorite ways to get paid. You'll make money on your views from Facebook and YouTube than you will on TikTok. But TikTok has the most options for a creator to get paid as far as like with the tips, the gifting, the creator fund, the marketplace, um, the TikTok shop, all those sorts of types of things. The music program that they just rolled out, where you can get paid for using new music, new artist music, or undiscovered artist music on your post and stuff like that. Those are much stronger ways to gain income and to be lucrative on this platform. Much, 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 much. You're probably going to make way more money doing that than based off of the views. You say you didn't realize it was all different programs. Yes, they're different programs. Different programs. YouTube is the hardest for sure, Kia, because it's saturated and you really gotta. YouTube wants produced and structured content. I was surprised that they allowed people to use the YouTube Shorts to be able to count as qualified views. I'm glad that they did. But yeah, YouTube, the content is structured. People that produce content for YouTube, they're a whole nother level of beast mode. Hopefully I will be on the beast mode in a few months. So I got a new strategy I want to roll out and that I want my team to use so that we're producing like 4 to 5 new pieces, 4 to 5 new posts a week, because gone are the days where you could just put up a piece of content once a month on YouTube and go on about your business. It doesn't work like that anymore. You said, where do you find the content audit? You have to go down to the Work With Me 1-to-1, and it's called a social media audit. Yeah, YouTube is a whole nother ball game. Shout out to everybody inside of Instacoin. We do have a YouTube coach inside of there, actually, though, who just hit 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. Shout out to Storm Monroe. Shout out to the Storm Monroe and all the storm chasers out here. So yeah, Storm is our content coach for YouTube inside of there. That's what I said. We teach you how to make money on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. So it's a really, really well-rounded program. Yes, child, you love Storm. Child, we love Storm. Storm just hit 300,000 subscribers. It's a pretty big milestone. I need to call them and be like, congratulations. And I need to send them a protein bar or something. I know Storm is over there working out. I'm not gonna send him a cake to throw his diet off. I'm gonna send him a protein bar, a protein shake or something. So with new changes on YouTube, could I repurpose content for YouTube? Yes. Mhm. All them vitamins, baby. Okay. Storm is gonna take his supplements. He'll do nothing, he'll do anything else. He's taking his supplements, period. Boo. Okay. He's gonna do that. For sure, for sure. All right, you guys. So, with that being said, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime, where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. And I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Have a fantastical, amazing